We're really deep inside of a cave right now, having a ton of fun, exploring new places, finding new things. What's in this hole right here? Might be some brand new, incredible discovery. Let's go find out. Woo! Huh. Well, as it turns out, there's not too much in there worth exploring. However, I kind of lied to you. I know what's inside of this hole. And I wanted to demonstrate to you a massive mistake that cave explorers and adventurers are making. If I didn't know what was inside of this hole right here, I could have died rather easily as well. This pitch right here is at a very steep angle. It's actually quite hard to get out because of the angle that it's at. Now, when it comes to cave exploring, oftentimes you have to be brave to go through tight spaces like this. And some of them can actually be quite stable as well. And they lead towards great discoveries like underground waterfalls, beautiful stalagmites and stalactites, and all kinds of other incredible discoveries. And it can be a great adventure. But unless you're 100% certain of what's on the other side of that crawl space, never do what I just did. Because if you follow what I just did, there are two ways that you could have just instantly died if you repeat what I did. First of all, anytime you're crawling, just like I am right now, you should never, ever go head first, arms first, unless you know what's on the other side, without a doubt, and you know that you can back out safely, which in the case of this crawl space right here is not the case. The reason for this is because there are some pitches that go down like this, but instead of opening up into a little room, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Or it suddenly gets more and more steep, and you're unable to crawl back out. And this is, you may have heard of the Nutty Putty cave accident, where unfortunately someone got stuck in a tight squeeze just like this, where they thought that this is the way, or that there's something here worth discovering. So they jumped in head first, arms first, but then suddenly it was very steep. They went in and they got wedged in. And despite rescuers' best efforts, they couldn't get them out. It's very dangerous to go head first, arms first, because the blood pools to your head, so you're not able to stay like that for very long. And you're also not able to talk with rescuers. You're not easily able to yell for help. You're not even able to drink water or get food sent to you because your body will be stuck. And just look at how much struggle I'm having right now. Just trying to get out of this, like this. But it's a lot easier if you go feet first, head up, and arms up. And maybe in certain exceptions, you can go down like this. And just like this, it's gonna be a lot safer way to explore, because if something happens and I start sliding and I get stuck, well, at least I have one arm up and my mouth and head are here. So rescuers can give me food, they can give me water, they can maybe grab my hand and just pull me right out. But if you're stuck head first, it's very, very bad. Also, when you're stuck head first, arms up, when you breathe out to exhale, you will fall deeper in, and you will not be able to breathe back in. So another problem is that people suffocate. And look at how much easier I'm coming out of this right here. Whereas if I go in head first, arms first, and I decide I need to come back out, see, I'm already, it's really hard. It's really hard to come out, and I didn't even go, I didn't even go in deep at all. And my head is spinning from all the blood that just went to my head. Now there's another mistake I made right there, and that is we did not check for oxygen levels. Now we're gonna have a separate video on this, but you should always have a little, that's the bad lighter. You should always have multiple lighters It's a cheap, safe, and effective way to check for oxygen levels. Right here, right here in this pitch, there might not be enough oxygen. That might be why I'm so winded. Happens many times in caves that in little descents like this, the oxygen up here is okay and safe because it's at the entrance of the cave, but there's something in there that is releasing CO2, or at least lowering the oxygen levels. Could be an underground river that's detoxing CO2 and causing the oxygen to get pushed out. Could be dead and decaying matter. Doesn't matter what the cause of it is. The fact is the air inside of this room right here, it's not that good. So you should always take a lighter with you. And as you can see, the lighter cannot light. There's no oxygen inside of that room to light this lighter. Now I'm cheating. I know that the oxygen levels in there are not that deadly, but you can already see how winded I am just from that little activity. And if I come up and over here, and I light this lighter, look at that. We don't have perfect 21% levels of oxygen. You can see there's a bit of this space that's coming up and down, but the oxygen's all right. If the lighter lights and it can sustain a flame, the oxygen is usually okay inside of the cave. But when I tried to light that lighter in there, it wouldn't light. So you wouldn't know without professional equipment if the oxygen levels are 16% or if it's 5%. If it's 16%, you'll be a bit winded like I am right now. If it's 5%, you might pass out within a few seconds and you won't be coming back up. So when it comes to adventuring in a cave safely, if you're in a tight space, bring a lighter. Check the oxygen levels, and if you're gonna be in deep and doing professional stuff, buy some professional equipment. But buy several lighters, because one lighter might get dirted out. I have other lighters in the backpack, so this one is probably getting a little bit of mud on it and whatnot, but I know the oxygen levels to be okay out here. So first of all, bring the lighter, check oxygen levels. Second of all, if it's a pitch or a tight area and you don't know without a doubt where you're going and it angles down, do not go head first, arms first. It's very bad. If you get stuck, you could die within 24 hours easily. But it's a lot better to be stuck feet first, go down, and then if something happens, if you fall, you're not gonna hit your head. If you get stuck, you're at least gonna get stuck on your hips, not on your chest, so you can still take full deep breaths. People are gonna have access to your face, and hopefully you'll have at least one arm up. So maybe instead of needing some crazy big rescue, someone can just grab your hand and pull you right out. So adventure safely, and I'll see you guys later.
Having trouble with wildlife in your home or office? Wildlife X-Team is your solution to get rid of the raccoons, bats, rats, and snakes. Having a professional team, we offer both residential and commercial animal removal methods by using innovative and integrated techniques. Our services include animal trapping, dead animal removal, nuisance wild animal control, and animal capture. What are you waiting for? To get 24/7 service, call us at 855-WILDLIFE for an affordable solution for your nuisance wildlife issues.